looking at the sufferings of the Afghan people, the emergence of Daesh, and the continuing conflict is clearly telling us that the United States has failed. That it is for Afghan to decide their future, but it is also the responsibility of those countries, especially the United States, who came into Afghanistan in the name of bringing peace and stability. We very much want China to continue to contribute to peace in Afghanistan by creating a platform of talks through its own initiative, and also through the joint exercise of Troika. Look at the Afghan situation, look at the increase in conflict and the terrorist attacks against our people. Just about a month and a half ago, 85 Afghan school girls were killed in an attack claimed by the Islamic State. That heinous attack is but one example of the sufferings of the Afghan people. The United States and its allies in NATO came to Afghanistan in the name of fighting terrorism and extremism and bringing stability to Afghanistan. Not only that, stability did not come, conflict did not end, but new terrorist groups emerged. Daesh is a new phenomenon here. It emerged during their presence here, under their watch, while they had full control of Afghan airspace and ground. Therefore, looking at the sufferings of the Afghan people, the emergence of Daesh and the continuing conflict is clearly telling us that the United States has failed. That exactly is the case, that they're trying to tell us that whatever that has happened is for the Afghan people to handle, and that the US has no responsibility towards it. From one angle, it truly is the responsibility of the Afghan people to provide security for our country and to unite and bring peace to our country. But looking at it from another angle, the fact that the United States and its allies came mandated by the United Nations and were helped by the entire international community, including help by China, including help by Russia, including help by India, including even Iran, assisted them in Afghanistan. That failure by them is now their responsibility to explain to the Afghan people. I agree with President Biden that it is for Afghan to decide their future and to bring peace, but it is also the responsibility of those countries, especially the United States, who came into Afghanistan in the name of bringing peace and stability. They cannot be absolved of their responsibilities here. Any form of US presence in Afghanistan into the future must be beneficial to the well-being of the Afghan people, must be beneficial to peace and security in Afghanistan, must genuinely be addressing the issues of terrorism in Afghanistan and terrorist groups in Afghanistan like the ISIS, and it must also be acceptable to the region and conducive to regional stability. We cannot accept a situation where in the name of providing assistance to Afghanistan, Afghanistan continues to suffer, the Afghan people continue to die, and the region continues to suffer the consequences of that as well. So, any help must be clearly seen and proved to be for peace, and that intention must be made clear. China is a good neighbor of Afghanistan. China has been a very constructive player for peace and stability in Afghanistan. It has also been an economic partner with Afghanistan. China tried to convene an intra-Afghan dialogue in Beijing several times. We very much want China to continue to contribute to peace in Afghanistan by creating a platform of talks through its own initiative in Beijing, and also through the joint exercise of TRICAR. These two mechanisms combined, Chinese own initiative with Afghanistan and neighbors, and also to the Troika Plus mechanism, China can play a very, very significant role in bringing peace to Afghanistan. Another aspect that I already referred to is China's ability to work between Afghanistan and Pakistan for improved relations between the two countries, where the use of extremism will no longer be there, and where relations between the two countries will be based on a civilized interaction rather than what's happening today.